Oh, just getting started here. Just getting started. Okay, so we're going to be going over the first two matches in the TCL mid-tier for us. Our first week is against Uno, Adrian and his I Love Uno team. Adrian has basically a pretty solid team. I think if I remember correctly, this team was like all defense. There was no way. So first of all, I'm just gonna say there was no way we were breaking his team, based on what we brought and based on what he brought. He brought this Mian Xiao to just literally sit in front of us forever, and this Rionoclus to literally sit in front of us forever. So that regenerator core that he brought, there was nothing. I don't know if there was anything even on our team that could have broke this team. I think maybe Baratic could have hit this team a lot harder, but then he just would have brought this Quagsire in, and we would have been stalled or walled by that. The Electros or Electros was a bit of a problem for us, just because we don't have because it gets Giga Drain. So if it didn't get Giga Drain, then obviously Seismitoad switches in on it every day of the week. But it does get Giga Drain, so we can't bring in Seismitoad in on that. But anyway, we're just gonna start this off. I haven't watched this since the first time I played it. He did a lead with the Electros. We led with Hitmon top. I was thinking maybe Mian Xiao would come in first. So I was surprised he brought Electros. Was not surprised when he went for a Volt Switch here. Again, there was really nothing else I could do, because I can't switch in Seismitoad, because then he just clicks Giga Drain and kills us in one shot. So Eldegoss was really the only thing that we could bring in. Now, this Duosian ends up being a huge problem. This Future Sight right here, that Future Sight was a real problem, because it meant we couldn't bring Hitmontop in on Mian Xiao. And really, it meant we couldn't bring Hitmontop in at all at this point. This Future Sight does a lot of damage from Duosian. Really pressures our team, because the only thing we can really the only thing that we have that is immune to it is this Raticate, and obviously we can't keep Raticate in on Mian Xiao. I do go for the knockoff here. I was pretty sure that Mian Xiao was coming in. He did go Assault Vest, so he was like full stall with this thing. Absolute full stall. He literally told me that there was no way I could ever kill it, unless I would have brought like Grumpig. I think Grumpig might have been a better choice than maybe even Eldegoss. And this one, just kind of looking at my team, maybe could have brought Grumpig over. Yeah, Grumpig over Eldegoss probably would have been our better choice there. But we do bring the Eldegoss back in. I was surprised this killed, honestly. I was surprised that killed. That did a lot of damage. We couldn't bring in Hitmontop because we would have gotten one shot by I think he did get a max roll on both of these, if I remember correctly. If I remember the calcs correctly. But I couldn't bring a Hitmontop in because the Hitmontop dies to the Future Sight, and Raticate also dies to close combat. So Golbat also died to close combat. I mean, maybe Politoed could have survived that, but I don't remember. I'm pretty sure that would not have survived either. We're gonna U-turn out here. Go to Raticate Alola. He does switch to this. I went for the knockoff here, and I meant to click U-turn. So I meant to click U-turn, which would have been nice to get some momentum on this. Because now he's going to get some free momentum when he clicks knockoff, gets rid of our Golbat's Eviolite, which is not preferred. We do find out we're faster with our Golbat, which was kind of crazy because our Golbat was not fast at all. It does bring in Roselia here. Again, we knew this thing was full stall, so I couldn't even bring... again, I meant to click Meant to click U-turn again. 2 times. 2 times I meant to click U-turn, and I didn't. So now he's going to bring his Duosion in for free. I do think I click Rapid Spin here. Yeah, I do click it Rapid Spin in here. There was no reason not to. I knew he was going to click Future Sight. Now I can just go switch into my Raticate Alola. Just click the Thunder, and he gets the Para. Man, like, that was really unlucky. 10% Para. You click Substitute. Let that basically get a free sub up. But it didn't really matter. Substitute was probably the wrong bring on Raticate. I don't remember what I brought Substitute for, if I'm being honest. There was a reason I brought it. I think maybe to sub up in front of like Roselia maybe, or even Duosion it could sub up on. But it didn't really matter. It did not really matter. So I'm expecting him to bring Mienshao back in. So I go Politoed as he brings in the Mienshao. I'm going to go for some damage here, I believe. Yeah, do go for some damage. Bring in like Ice Beam or something on Politoed would have been really good for us as well. Does go for the Giga Drain. I'm going to click U-turn here. And we're going to get some momentum here. We are going to get some momentum here. We're going to go for the knockoff, knowing that Quagsire is probably coming in. We get rid of the Rendo Berry. And then we're going to click Power Whip. Unfortunately, we miss. I don't remember what I could have used, but I think we could have killed this thing if I had hit that. I could be wrong, though. I could be wrong. I believe this thing outspeeds me, so I can't really switch into this. I nearly clicked U-turn on this turn, and that would have really been good for us if I'd clicked U-turn. I pretty much expect the Volt Switch. Here, I'm hoping that he's not like max defense, but as we've seen with the rest of his team, he just brought full stall, man. Like he just knew he was gonna stall, and that's all he brought. That's really all there is to say about his team. Pretty annoying to. I said GG because there was no way I could beat his team. Adrian's a fucking toxic ass too, so he's gonna bring me in. We put up the rain, but it doesn't really matter. He's gonna kill us anyways. I have literally no way to kill anything on his team, or because he's just gonna regenerate or stall me here. So we're just gonna skip to the end because he is just gonna play like a little fucking bitch. Yeah, I did not like this fucking. Don't like Adrian because he's a stalling little nutsack. Yeah, so he brought full stall, and we didn't bring anything that could really break stall. Stall has been kind of our Achilles heel for a couple seasons. Breaking stall is definitely something we have to get better at. There was a couple things that I probably could have brought better. I think I could have brought a better Raticate set. I think Raticate was the right thing to bring. I don't think I brought the best set for it. It getting parried was really fucking unfortunate. Like, that was really, really unfortunate. Going for U-turn a couple times would have been better so that I could get momentum, but it didn't really matter because I couldn't do enough damage. I think maybe the Eldegoss was the wrong bring. I think that Grumpig could have done the same thing that Eldegoss did in this match, as far as switching in on Electros. Had we been able to put this Electros into a better range, we might have been able to kill it with Seismitoad, and then we're really looking like we can do some damage. Even though his Mienshao was always built, he literally built this Mienshao to just stall our Seismitoad no matter what. Beartic might have been a good bring as well, but I don't know what we would have brought. I don't know what we would have not brought in place of it. Because Seismitoad always had to come to break this Quagsire with like knockoff and Power Whip. Because I think after I think Power Whip did kill like a max defense Quagsire after Rendo, if I remember correctly. Not at full, obviously, but where it's sitting at 74%, I do think that killed. Taking the risk on the kill on the Giga Drain. I shouldn't have done that. I could have just gone Golbat. I knew he was gonna click Giga Drain. We could have just gone to Golbat or gone into we could stack Eradicate or something like that. Probably going into Golbat and then you turn out and getting a little bit extra damage, kind of baiting him into clicking the Volt Switch again. Obviously, we didn't have the rain boost, so that was another factor. But yeah, there's not much to say about that. Not much to say about this match. They brought Stall. I didn't bring anything that could break Stall, and I knew they were going to bring Stall, so kind of on me for not bringing something good enough to break that. So into our next match against Prime Time Poke Primer, somebody who 6-0'd us last season in JLPC. He ended up getting like a 75-turn 6-0 on us. He brought a really solid team. Primer, he didn't bring a stally team this year, so I was happy to not see that. But he brought a really stally team against us in JLPC. But then we lost to him 6-0, and then we ended up making the finals in JLP. So maybe, we don't know what'll happen here. But, yeah, so he did bring a fairly offensive team. Now, right off the get-go, there's two issues for our team. I feel pretty confident against Maractus, against this Murkrow, even though Murkrow does have Prankster, so that is kind of an issue. His Grabonable, I don't have the greatest thing for Crabonable, because it does have Hyper Cutter. So that was a good bring on his part. Delphox, I'm pretty confident we can beat Delphox. I think I brought... Beartic has got Aqua Jet, and even without rain, that does 50%. Now, the problem is this freaking Dragalge, because we don't have a Fairy type, we don't have a Steel type in our entire team, so there is literally nothing on our team that we can switch in on this, which we're gonna find out. He does lead with the Dragalge, and my hope here is that he is not Specs. My hope here is that he is not Specs. If he is not Specs, our Politoed can survive a hit. I can't switch into anything, because anything I switch into, even non-Specs, Dracometer just absolutely bops. So this Dragalge was a really, really bad matchup for us. We're going to find out turn one. We're going to go for the Ice Beam just to get some damage, see what kind of set this is. And he's going to go for the Draco, and he's going to knock us out, which kind of expected. We lose our weather play turn one. Now, I brought this Beartic. I went for... Looking back now, this Cavalier was going to always be a bigger issue than Gramble, but I brought Heavy Slam on Beartic because I thought it would be better against Gramble. And unfortunately didn't bring Gramble, and he brought this S-Cavalier, which meant Heavy Slam was kind of pointless to bring. Had we had like Superpower or something like that, I don't think Superpower killed at where we're at, but if we had like clicked, we always knew he was going to switch out. If we'd clicked like Swords Dance and then gone for Superpower on this thing, we might have killed it. If we're being honest, we might have killed this thing. I didn't do any calcs. I did not do any calcs, and I think I saw a set. But yeah, we couldn't do much to this thing. We're going to click Close Combat here. Get the Close Combat off. And we're just going to go for another Close Combat here, honestly, as he switches into a Dragalge. Does 26%. And then we're going to get super, super, super unlucky here. Go for the Triple Axle and miss on the second one. Now he's going to bring in Murkrow. Murkrow, honestly, we don't have the greatest switch in for this either. So we're going to go to Beartic. We are going to go for the Icicle Crash. Kill that thing. He's going to bring his Cavalier back in. No, he actually brings Delphox in. We cannot stay on Delphox. We're going to go for the Thunder Wave. And again, we're going to miss. 2 pretty big misses already, because this Brave Bird is going to do so much. We're going to click Power Gem. Unfortunately, I think that was a low roll as well. So not only did we get... Actually, I didn't see his set. So that could have been a low roll. We could have gotten really unlucky right there with the roll as well. Which really kind of sucks. Really kind of sucks. Because he clicks Tailwind there. That's why it really sucks. We are going to go to Golbat as he brings in Crabominable. And now, because we didn't kill that thing, this Crabominable is going to be faster than some stuff, unfortunately. We're going to bring in Grumpig, click Protect, just try to burn another turn of Tailwind. I don't think we outspeed this thing, so we're going to go into Seismitoad as he goes for the Crab Hammer. We are Water Absorb on Seismitoad. We're going to knock this thing off, which I really didn't think he would stay in here. So he ends up staying in. That's okay. We're going to click Earthquake, kill this thing. And now we are at this point. So we're going to get a Golbat as he goes for a knockoff. And right here, I should have clicked U-turn. And I knew I should have clicked U-turn, but I clicked Brave Bird. U-turn would have been the better play here, even though we got a crit with a Brave Bird and it put this in range. The problem is, if I had gone U-turn, we could have brought in Grumpig, or even Beartick if this thing was in range. I think we would have been. The thing with that is we would have had a little bit better momentum. And that was the problem, because he is going to go for the Shadow Ball. We would have survived too, but he gets the Spadef drop. We would have survived too, but he gets the Spadef drop, which means now we have to go and sack something. We got to click Protect, and now we have to go sack our Seismitoad. And that is why I think, actually, we end up going Golbat. We actually could have. So what would have been the play? What would have been the play, and this is hindsight now, is when I clicked that Brave Bird, instead of hard swapping to Grumpig, if I had clicked U-turn, this thing would have still been alive for a sack. It would have been left at about 12, and I could have swapped to, basically, I could have swapped to Beartick, taken this thing out, or swapped to Grumpig, and maybe click like Power Gem or something like that. Basically, we would have had a sack left. And I think that could have won us the game, if I'm being honest. It would have been tough. It would have been tough. It would have still been really tough for us to win the game at that point. We are going to go for the Icicle Crass as we get really lucky with the... if we had like predicted like his... his spiky shield there, that would have been cool. This Escavalier, again, we cannot do much to this thing. He's gonna go for Mega Horn. We're gonna bring Grumpig back in. See, I think there would have given us enough. I think that right there would have given us enough. I don't remember what I had on Seismitoad. Let me pull up my team. Let me pull up our team. I think if we had had another sack right here, and he would have played the game differently, obviously. If we had another sack, he would have played the game differently. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. So I'm speaking on conjecture here. But I believe, where's my team, bro? Where my team? Oh, here we go. Anything goes. No, that's not it. Here we go. Here we go. There we go. Okay, so yeah, maybe we couldn't have done anything because I only have Earthquake Knockoff and Power Whip because I brought the Power Whip for his Swampert. I brought Power Whip for his Swampert, so maybe we could have done something. The knockoff would have at least gotten rid of its leftovers. I don't think it would have done a lot of damage. I think we would have still needed a flinch, if I'm being honest. I think we still would have needed a flinch. Because we're going to go into Bear Tick here, and we're going to go for the Icicle Crash. We do get a flinch. So we did get a flinch. I think the knockoff combined with that flinch might have been enough for Heavy Slam to kill. So I don't know. But basically, we at the very end there, we had to go for that. But yeah, I should have clicked... After I clicked Brave Bird, I should have just... I should have just let Golbat be the sack there. No matter what he went for, I should have played it as if it was a sack. Because I ended up sacking it anyways. So I should have clicked U-turn instead of hard swapping, which would have put me in a much better position. It would have either killed the Delphox, which I don't think U-turn would have killed. I don't know. Delphox is very frail. It would have either put us in the position to kill Delphox with that U-turn, which I can calc that. But I'm not going. Let's see here. Golbat. No offensive investment. Delphox. I think he was Choice Scarfed. Let's see U-turn. Which he did have. I do think he had some HP. Just based off of... The U-turn wouldn't have killed. It would not have killed, but it would have put him at like 12%. Would have put him at like 12%. I don't know. I really don't know there. I think that would have put us in a better position, I should say. I don't think it would have won us the game, but I think it would have put us in a better position. We might have gotten a 1-0 loss instead of a 2-0 loss. Or we could have just pulled it out with our... Who knows? Who knows? Because if this thing was lower health and didn't have the... I might not have gone for Thunder Wave. I might have gone for like Power Gem. I think Power Gem would have done a decent amount, actually. Let's see how much Power Gem would have done. Because I did not calc that, if I'm being honest. Let's see, Grumpig, PU 3 attacks. I was no investment in special attack, I believe. I would think I was fully specially defensive. If I'd had like Focus Blast, I should have brought Focus Blast. If I'd brought in Focus Blast, we would have won that game. Actually, I would have had to hit the. Even Focus Blast didn't do a lot. God damn. Okay, let's see what Power Gem would have done. Which I think he was physically offensive. So I'm looking at specially. Yeah, Focus Blast still wouldn't have killed. Let's see what Power Gem would have done. Yeah, like 18%. I don't know, man. I really don't know. I do think that was a misplay. It was definitely a misplay not going for the U-turn there and just going for the hard swap. But it is what it is. It is what it is. So that's going to be all for this. We do have another match. I believe we're playing tomorrow. I don't know when we'll do a stream. I think for the next stream we'll probably, since I don't have as many matches going on, we'll probably stream the replay, and then we'll probably do some like showdown. We do have a series coming up with Bryce Crispy and our good friend DK Hujay. So keep an eye out for that. We're going to actually be doing some recording, so that's going to be pretty fun. But anyways, guys, that's going to be all for this stream, and I do hope you guys enjoyed. As always, Fox out.